Hey, what's up, nerds? This is Shane and Hunter again with Guys That Magic, and today we're gonna do the $300 upgrade list for the vehicle Vroom Vroom deck that we promised you a year ago. And I think the way we're gonna do this is Hunter's just gonna talk about some additions because he's gonna take the original upgrade of the 100 and probably keep all of those, right, Hunter? Keep what you already had going.
So there's some things I'm doing differently.
All right. Well, I just wanted to kind of try to give them an idea, but we're gonna just. Are you gonna go over the old includes, or are we gonna do the new includes, or?
Here's what we're gonna do. First, I want to talk about this commander. So
Okay.
this is the Buckle Up deck. And the last time we spoke, we were doing the $100 upgrade. And I said, I'm gonna make it about Katori, Pilot
Yeah.
Prodigy. When
Because you're
Katori,
like, I'm gonna
Pilot
make a bunch of
Prodigy.
vehicles.
Exactly. Even though Shorekai Genesis Engine is the better of the two, because
Mm-hmm.
it comes in as an artifact, you can pay one, tap it, draw 2 cards, and discard a card. Create a pilot that can also crew vehicles. So
Seems pretty
synergy
good.
there is pretty good.
Yep.
But I still stuck to you can interchange both of these. I did lean more this time towards Shorekai Genesis Engine, though.
Good, because we're upgrading, doing big boy things. Yeah.
We're doing big boy things.
Okay. All right. Well, for this $300 upgrade deck, what are your additions now?
So I'm kind of keeping it on the same theme, and I tried to do my best, and I was thinking, how do I make this $100 upgrade better than it already is? And I did research, and I feel like I added most of the cards to keep it on vehicle theme. So what I really wanted to do was kind of improve on the big boy cards.
Right. The more expensive stuff.
Yeah. So we'll get to that last, but just as a reminder, if you guys haven't seen the $100 upgrade video, please click in the description down below the $100 upgrade if you really want me to go into detail about all these cards. But because it is a vehicle deck, we did need the pilots. So the pilots, Gear Shift Ace, Hot Shot Mechanic, and Kitsune Ace. They're all going in. They crew stuff and make vehicles better.
And they're 2, so hey, perfect.
Exactly. They all fit on theme.
Yeah.
And then we also added some other vehicles from the new set, which was Mindlink Met, Mech Titan Core, and Reckoner Bankbuster. All of them do very unique things. Mindlink Mech comes in, and when it's crewed for the first time, it becomes a copy of target non-legendary creature that crewed it.
That's
You're
always good.
essentially turning it into another thing.
Yep.
The Mech Titan Core, you can make that giant Mech Titan. We're going to have a lot of artifacts in this deck, so it's very easy to do. And the Reckoner Bankbuster is a great way to have card draw.
Yep.
We're also adding the older vehicles, the Amen Keel and the Heart of Kirin. Amen Keel actually has the front side as Cassima, God of the Voyage, but it's a vehicle deck, so we're running the Amen Keel.
Yeah, I remember it being a pretty strong card.
Yeah, so whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles that many cards from the top of their library. You may play lands from among those cards for as long as they're recruited. So it's a great way to ramp as well.
Yeah.
Heart of Kirin, you may remove a loyalty counter from a Planeswalker rather than pay the crew cost. It's got Flying Vigilance. Also very good because we are running some Planeswalkers. Let's get into the Planeswalkers real quick since we're on theme.
Yeah.
We're adding Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh, Teferi, who slows the sunset.
That's a good one.
And the newer Planeswalker I'm adding with the $300 upgrade is Tezzeret the Seeker.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tezzeret the Seeker, if you didn't know, since it is new, let me talk over it, is 3 generic, 2 blue mana for a starting loyalty of 4. It's got a +1 that says untap up to 2 artifacts. Those are probably going to be your vehicles after you swing in with them. Or your commander, draw more cards. It also has a -X where you can search your library for an artifact card with converted mana cost X or less and put it onto the battlefield and then shuffle your library. Just go and search exactly for the card you need. And then its ultimate ability is a -5 that says artifacts you control become artifact creatures with base power and toughness 5/5 till end of turn. So just turn all your mana rocks and everything into 5/5s.
What other some additions you're doing for the money, the big monies?
We're still a blue deck,
okay,
so
right.
we need those counter spells.
Right.
So obviously just basic counterspell and disallow.
Few of my favorite cards in the world. Got it.
Yeah, you being the blue player, these are 2 fantastic counters.
Fantastic.
We are also adding Padim, Console of Innovation, and Unwinding Clock. Padim, go ahead and gives your artifacts hexproof.
Yeah.
At the beginning of your upkeep, you control the artifact with the highest converted mana cost, or tied with the highest. You can draw a card. You're an artifact theme deck, so you're going to be drawing cards more
True.
than likely. And the Unwinding Clock is an artifact that just untaps all artifacts you control during each other player's untap step. So
Real strong. Swing with
all
them
of
and be
your
able to have your guys on defense. It's pretty good.
exactly all your artifact creatures and the vehicles that they swung in with just become untapped. Some other things we are adding is Wrath of God. That's just to destroy all creatures. We're running a lot
Should
of
done, yeah.
vehicles, so if they destroy the creatures, it's not destroying the vehicles. That's a plus, which is great. And one of the best white recently printed cards
What
in
would that be?
Commander would have to be Esper Sentinel.
Oh,
Esper Sentinel is an artifact creature, human soldier with 1 white mana, for a 1/1. It says whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, draw a card unless that player pays X, where X is the power. A lot of times you're going to be just drawing a bunch of cards.
yep. Very, very strong card. Awesome. All right. Well,
So,
now you're gonna show me the good stuff, right?
like I said before, it was hard to take that list and say, what can I do a little bit better?
Right.
So here's what I did a little bit better. I put in the classics. And when I say the classics, these are staples to make a more powerful deck hum.
In this
And
color
that
blend.
is that's on color brand, yeah, so white and blue. You've got Smothering Tithe, Ristic Study, and a Cyclonic Rift.
Yeah. Literally can't go wrong with any of those three.
If you didn't know, Smothering Tide is 3 and a white for an enchantment. It says whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. If the player doesn't, you make a treasure.
It gets out of hand extremely fast.
Yep.
No one's paying 2 for this, dude.
I know,
It's
you're
like,
making a
nope,
whole bunch of
get a
mana
treasure.
very quickly.
Yep, it's ridiculous.
Ristic Study also has that kind of pay.
Yep.
It's 2 and a blue for an enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may draw a card unless that player pays 1. Again, it gets out of hand very quickly because people don't like to pay taxes.
Yeah, surely in the beginning they're just like, nah.
Exactly. So this is great card draw, great way to fix your mana. 2 really important cards.
And then of course,
And of course, Cyclonic Rift. It is 1 and a blue for an instant that says return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. But it has an overload cost of 6 and a blue. So it
makes
just
everything go to
bounces
their hand. Yep.
all of your opponent's stuff.
Yeah. Fantastic.
It is really fantastic.
I heard a little rumor, a little birdie told me you're putting in some combo. Like I don't want to believe it, but what's this combo you're speaking of?
Okay. So here's a combo.
Uh-huh.
It's Dramatic Reversal, Isochron Scepter, and Thassa's Oracle.
God, I hate that card.
Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
This is a artifact themed blue deck, right?
Okay.
When it comes down to the core of it. So Dramatic Reversal is 1 and a blue for an instant that says untap all non-land permanents you control.
Okay.
That's great. That's what we want. We want our vehicles untapped. So that card fits well without the combo going.
Okay.
But now you add Isochron Scepter, which is an artifact, keeps on theme, with 2 generic mana. It's got an imprint that says when it enters the battlefield, you may exile an instant card with converted mana cost 2 or less from your hand. You can pay 2 and tap Isochron Scepter, and you may copy the exiled card. If you do, you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. So, you're copying Dramatic Reversal in your hand, which gives you infinite mana. You have to have all of your mana rocks available because they are non-land permanents, so you can't do this with your lands. But we have mana rocks in here that produce colored mana as well. So we can get colored mana unlimited.
That sucks.
Right? You're untapping all of your stuff
Yeah.
every single time you pay 2. So you just have unlimited mana.
Right.
So with that unlimited mana, what you can do using Shorikai, your commander, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can pay one and basically draw your entire deck.
That's stupid.
Yeah. With unlimited
And
mana,
then
you
what?
draw your entire deck.
You're gonna have tosses, right? And then toss blah 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 blah, and you're gonna win.
And that's right. Thassa's Oracle, when it enters the battlefield, you can look at the top X cards of your library, where X is your devotion to blue. Put up to one of them on top of your library and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If X is greater than or equal to the number of cards in your library, you win the game.
Yeah, I
So
think David's rubbing off on you, dude, and I'm not sure if I approve.
this combo is very good, and
I
if you
get it.
don't have the combo, Thassa's Oracle is still a creature, so it can come and crew something if you really needed to.
I guess you're right. And your deck's still doing the vehicle theme, so that's cool.
Yeah, and people might say, but what if someone tries to counter Thassa's Oracle when you milled yourself? Well, you've also drawn all of your counter spells, so
I guess
you
that's
can have
true.
a counter war if that's the case, and you don't even need technically like you just get enough of the blue spells that you have in this deck on the field. Thassa's Oracle could win you the game with cards in your deck still.
Because your devotion will be high, yeah.
Your devotion will be huge if you just
True.
play all your blue stuff.
I
But
guess
yeah,
that's
that's
true.
that's the combo, and then we're adding all of these lands in again. If you remember from the first one, I added Mech Hangar, Hengegate Pathway, Deserted Beach, Glacial Fortress, and Hollowed Fountain.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
remember those?
I also added Sea of Clouds and Flooded Strand this time. Flooded
Oh,
Strand being a fetch, Sea of Cloud being the uh, Battle
commander land.
Bond
Yeah.
land that comes in untapped when you have two or more opponents, which is fantastic for Commander.
You don't
And
want to say.
this card is expensive, but it is getting a reprint in the next Commander Legends Battle of Baldur's Gate, so this will come down in price.
I remember that. Okay, cool.
So those are all the cards we added.
Seems like a
And
pretty nice deck. All right. Well, we did have to remove things, right? Because you're putting in like X amount of cards. So what are you removing?
so what am I removing? Well, I don't want to go over every single card from the first 100 set. Those cards are all still coming out. So
Ah,
on the
yeah.
screen right now, you're going to be seeing all of the cards that came out in the $100 set. If you want to hear me talk in depth of why I took them all out, go to our $100 video, upgrade video. It is in the description down below again.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
basically, you're
we
just
are
removing what you already removed.
But we did add some more stuff, so we need to take out a little bit more things, and it was a little
Okay.
hard to take some stuff out. Something I'm taking out is Mirage Mirror.
Okay.
Mirage Mirror is 3 generic mana. It's an artifact. You can pay 2. It becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, enchantment, or land till end of turn.
Okay.
Very powerful card. Don't get me wrong. But I needed to make room for our enchantments and our combo pieces. So stuff is coming out.
All right. That makes sense. What else you got? Anything else new?
Another card I'm taking out is Thoughtcast. Thoughtcast is just 4 and a blue. It's got affinity for artifacts, meaning it's cost 1 less to cast for each artifact you control. You just draw 2 cards, sorcery
Yeah.
speed. That's coming out because we do now have Rhystic Study,
True.
and I think
Okay.
Rhystic Study is way better than Thoughtcast.
Thoughtcast was a good staple in the Affinity deck, but yeah, I see.
Exactly. And then another card I'm taking out is Research Thief. And Research Thief is 4 and a blue for an artifact creature, Moonfolk Wizard. It's a 3/3. It's got flash. It's got flying. It says whenever an artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Again, it's more card draw,
Yeah.
but Rhystic Study is infinite times better.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, you can get rid of the ones that are like that ability on a stick. Now you can just worry about it on an
Yep,
enchantment or something.
exactly.
That makes sense.
Also getting rid of Tashar, Ancestors Apostle. Tashar is 3 and a white for a 2/2. Legendary creature, Bird Cleric. It's got flying. It says whenever you cast a historic spell, return target creature card with a converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. doesn't really serve too much of a purpose.
Yeah.
I had to take it out. And then the
But-
final card I'm taking out is Armed and Armored. What Armed and Armored is just a instant that's 1 and a white that says vehicles you control become artifact creatures at end of turn. Choose a dwarf you control. Attach any number of equipment you control to it.
Yeah.
It's really mainly for the vehicle part.
Right.
Choose a dwarf. Attach any number of equipment is so irrelevant. So
Yeah.
I just had to, because it's only one thing. But we are also adding Dramatic Reversal, which just untaps everything. So I think that is infinitely better than Armed and Armored.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
And then we
Cool.
are also getting rid of a couple more lands because we did add more lands.
Oh yeah.
Because we added 2. We're getting rid of 5 islands and 5 plains. We're actually changing because we're able to make so much mana with Smothering Tithe.
Yeah.
That we can actually go down 1 land. So I'm actually taking out 1 extra land.
Okay. So what's your final land count then?
Final land count is 36.
Okay, that's not bad.
So still pretty solid.
Cool. So,
Yeah.
what's your final price tag on this? Did you get to what you were
Final
looking
price
for?
tag
or-
is right about $290.
Nice.
So I didn't get completely to 300, but I got close enough to where I was like, all right, that should be good.
And so is that price including your $100 upgrade as well? Those cards.
Yeah, so the price includes the $300 is if you have $300, you can go out and buy every single card I named
Gotcha.
in this video today.
Nice. I'm sure we're gonna link it below so they can see the list, right?
Absolutely. It is down in the description below on Moxfield.
Right on.
So I was pretty excited to build this. I'm sorry it took so long, but expect the $300 upgrade to Upgrades Unleashed as well. And we will be back for
We got spoiler season coming up, baby.
spoiler season of New Capena. And we hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you
Yo!
all so much.
Are we gonna do a giveaway or something now, dude? Didn't I
We
say that
are
last time?
going to do a giveaway. If you
Oh
haven't been,
shit!
if you're still just lurking on this channel and you're not subscribed yet,
Smash
you
that like
have
button.
to be subscribed in order to
subscribe,
enter
yeah.
this giveaway we're doing.
Yep. I'll say right now, dude. I'm thinking like a box, maybe, dude.
Box of New Capena?
I don't know. Is that too crazy? I think I might be.
I think
worth it.
it's a pretty good giveaway.
1,000 people, dude. That's pretty awesome.
Well, that's it.
Cool. Well, like always, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. What is it again, Hunter? Guys that Magic.
Yeah, it's at Guys at Magic. Easy
At
enough.
Guys that Magic. Super easy, right? Give us a follow. You'll see everything we're doing.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks to everyone for sticking around, and hope you guys build this deck and crush it to your friends. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.